Ever wondered how much a rhino weighs, or why it has such a unique horn? Today, we're going to dive into the world of rhinoceroses, these colossal inhabitants of the plains that bear a prehistoric aura. Rhinos, a part of the family Rhinocerotidae, are among the heaviest of terrestrial mammals, with some weighing in at over 2 tons. There are 5 extant or surviving species of rhinos: the white rhino and black rhino native to Africa, and the Indian rhino, Javan rhino, and Sumatran rhino from Asia. Each of these species is distinct, not just in their geographical distribution, but also in their physical characteristics and behavior. From the black rhino with its hooked lip adapted for browsing on leaves and branches, to the Indian rhino, recognized by its single horn and armor-like skin folds, each species of rhino is a marvel of nature, each unique in its own right. Rhinos once roamed far and wide across Africa and Asia. Today the situation is quite different. Rhinos, the armored giants of the animal kingdom, now find their homes primarily in the grasslands, savannas, and forests of the African continent and the Indian subcontinent. These habitats, each unique and teeming with life, offer the rhinos a diet of leaves, fruit, and grasses, while also providing cover from predators. Each of the 5 rhino species has adapted to thrive in its particular habitat. The white and black rhinos of Africa roam the vast grasslands and savannas, while the Indian, Javan, and Sumatran rhinos of Asia prefer the dense tropical forests and swamps. Over time, these habitats have been shrinking due to human activities, such as deforestation and urbanization. This habitat loss has forced rhinos into smaller, fragmented areas, creating a crisis of survival for these majestic creatures. The dwindling habitat has put these majestic beings under severe threat. Our next segment will delve into the crucial role these giants play within their ecosystems. Rhinos are not just large animals with a unique horn. They play a crucial role in their ecosystems. These gentle giants are keystone species, which means they have a disproportionately large effect on their environments. Through their grazing habits, rhinos maintain the health of grasslands, removing overgrown vegetation and making room for new growth. This in turn provides food for a variety of other animals, contributing to the overall biodiversity of the savanna. In addition, rhinos are wonderful seed dispersers. As they wander across vast landscapes, they deposit seeds in their dung, helping to spread the growth of plant species. This not only aids in the regeneration of vegetation, but also shapes the landscape, creating habitats for other creatures. Rhinos also create water holes and wallows with their massive bodies, providing water and mud for other species. Their existence is vital for maintaining the balance in their habitats. Despite their size and strength, rhinos face grave threats that put their survival at risk. The first, and perhaps the most notorious of these threats, is poaching. Rhinos are hunted mercilessly for their horns, which are prized in certain cultures for their supposed medicinal properties or as symbols of wealth. Despite the lack of scientific evidence supporting these claims, the demand for rhino horns persists, driving a devastating wave of illegal hunting that has decimated rhino populations across the globe. But poaching is not the only danger rhinos face. Another equally destructive threat is habitat loss. As human populations expand, we encroach on rhino habitats, converting them into agricultural lands, settlements, and infrastructure. This leaves rhinos with dwindling spaces to roam, feed, and breed, undermining their chances of survival. Climate change further exacerbates this problem, altering the ecosystems that rhinos rely on and making it harder for them to adapt. These threats have a domino effect on rhino populations. As their numbers dwindle, genetic diversity decreases, making it harder for the species to adapt to new threats or changes in their environment. This can set off a spiral of decline, pushing rhinos closer to the brink of extinction. Of course, the threats to rhinos are not isolated but interconnected. Poaching is often driven by poverty and lack of alternatives, while habitat loss is a symptom of unsustainable development and consumption patterns. Addressing these challenges, therefore, requires a holistic approach that tackles not only the symptoms, but also the root causes. It is a daunting task, no doubt, but not an impossible one. Around the world, conservationists are working tirelessly to protect rhinos, implementing anti-poaching measures, restoring habitats, and raising awareness about the importance of these magnificent creatures. Their efforts are making a difference, but they cannot do it alone. Addressing these challenges is crucial to ensure the survival of these majestic creatures. It is a responsibility that we all share as inhabitants of this planet. For the sake of rhinos and for the health of our ecosystems, we must rise to the challenge. So, what can we do to ensure that rhinos continue to grace our planet? A question that strikes at the heart of our collective responsibility towards these ancient, majestic creatures. The answer lies in our hands, in our voices, and in our choices. Rhino conservation is a multifaceted endeavor, requiring the concerted efforts of everyone from scientists in the field to policymakers in the halls of government, and yes, even you at home. Supporting conservation initiatives is a crucial step that each one of us can take. Many organizations worldwide tirelessly work to protect rhinos and their habitats, and they need our help. Your donations, whether monetary or in-kind, can fuel these efforts, providing resources for field research, anti-poaching patrols, and community outreach programs. In addition to direct support, advocating for stronger wildlife protection laws is a powerful way to contribute. By lobbying our elected officials, we can push for stricter regulations against poaching and the illegal wildlife trade, and for the protection of rhino habitats. Every email sent, every petition signed, every peaceful protest attended sends a message to those in power that we value the survival of rhinos and are willing to fight for it. But perhaps one of the most potent tools at our disposal is the power of awareness. By simply talking about rhinos, their plight, and the efforts to protect them, we can educate others and inspire them to action. Share posts on social media, engage in conversations, host informational sessions in your community. Remember, every ripple of knowledge can create a wave of change. The task may seem daunting, but remember, every single action counts. No contribution is too small when it comes to conserving our planet's biodiversity. Our collective efforts can create a world where rhinos, these magnificent symbols of resilience and strength, continue to thrive amidst the grasslands and forests they call home. Together, we can make a difference and ensure a future where rhinos continue to thrive. Support rhino conservation today